just got home from work. It's time to play some Forza, and looks like that's not gonna happen. Alright, well, there's always other things we can play. I think I know just the thing to play that doesn't need an update. Been a while since I've seen you, old friend. Super Nintendo. Yellowed and everything. Final Fantasy III, Super Metroid, and Super Mario World.
So really, it's a cliche thing to say, but there really isn't much to say about this game that hasn't already been covered. For me personally, it's the very first game I played. I woke up early one Christmas morning and the Super Nintendo was waiting for me under the tree. Some of the earliest memories I had consisted of me trying to beat this game with my dad. When I went back to replay the game for this video, I decided not to use the Star Road shortcut and to take the long route to the end. It's probably the first time I've done that in decades, and I'm really glad I did because it let me see the game in its entirety. As it turns out, there's a lot I actually forgot about in the years since I've played. Dolphins, ghost houses, the boss fights, and stealing Lakitu's cloud are just a few of the things I didn't quite remember much of. On second glance, the game isn't as long as I remember it being. As a kid, I struggled through the game, but replaying it as an adult, I finished through the main game start to finish in about 3 hours. Of course, that's not including all the switch palaces, hidden exits, or Star Road, but even still, Super Mario World is not a lengthy game by any means. And that might actually be its strength. Super Mario World is a Super Nintendo launch title, it's extremely accessible, and it's hard enough to present a challenge, but it's easy enough to where you're not going to struggle through it much at all. In a sense, it's almost like it was meant to be a gateway drug into the Super Nintendo gaming realm. The controls are perfect, which of course today is what we've come to expect from first-party Nintendo games. When you inevitably die in this game, it isn't because the game was unfair, but ultimately it's because you messed up. Mario's movements are very fluid, and there is no delay from making a button press on the controller to seeing Mario actually move. So where exactly is this game lacking? Well, first off, the music variety just isn't there. Don't get me wrong, the tracks off this game are classics, but compared to some of its Super Nintendo counterparts, this game plays it safe in that department. And compared to Super Mario Bros. 3, the worlds in this game just don't feel as distinct. This could be a choice as technically this whole game takes place in one world, but there are technically subsections within this world that could have been themed a little bit better. And one last thing, compared to Super Mario Bros. 3 as well, there aren't as many unique power-ups in this game. But really though, as far as criticisms, that's really kind of it. My favorite level in this game by far is the Sunken Ghost Ship, which is a downed airship from Super Mario Bros. 3, which is a nice tie-in to have back into the franchise and back into the previous games that came before it. This level's even been talked about in some creepypastas all over the internet, about how the ghosts in this level are some of the souls of the enemies that passed away once the ship sunk, which is kind of a nice tie-in to have, and it's like a nice tribute level to have before the world leading into Bowser. And once you get past this level, the game's really kind of downhill from here. After a few not so memorable levels, you finally reach Bowser's castle, which offers some different options you can take to actually get through the castle and on to Bowser. So to get to this point, you've traversed all 7 worlds of Dinosaur Land, collected who knows how many power-ups, stomped I don't know how many Koopas, jumped countless pits, and hit one disco ball, and here he is, the big boss himself. Who can forget the first time they made it to Bowser when they first played this game? And admittedly, for anybody who's played games a long time, this isn't a hard boss battle by any means. But when this is your first real video game, this fight can be not only really challenging, but it can also be really memorable as well. After 6 quick hits though, Bowser's done, and Mario rescues the princess, one of his soon-to-be many times.
Well, it's been a really long time since I played that game, and I'm really glad I did. There's a lot of things I'd kind of forgotten about it. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for making it, all the way through this video. Definitely appreciate that. Please like, subscribe. I'll be uploading some videos with some regularity, and definitely, leave me a comment. I'll definitely read them all, and really do appreciate you watching. So have a great day, and till next time.